The 5 days of RiseUp TOT training was an eye opening experience to me because I learned so much about feminist values and principle, advocacy, mental health, and sexual reproductive health and right, and several other relevant topics. These training really help young women like me to save our perspective about life and people.
RiseUp is a worldwide WCA flagship leadership initiative being implemented in 9 countries with the support of the Australian government. In Nepal, the RiseUp initiative is mobilizing young women's leadership and advocacy programs in order to encourage, educate, and empower young women to build their skills, knowledge, and networks to become confident leaders, policymakers, thinkers, doers, and dreamers. With the mentorship and guidance of women across generations, RiseUp is committed to feminist, inclusive, intersectional, and intergenerational leadership values and practices. From Nepal, Regina Newpain and Ronnie Shakya were handpicked to participate in a 10-day-long in-person training cohort in Thailand. With the mentorship from women across generations, these young women leaders were a part of the steering committee of the RiseUp Nepal initiative. RiseUp Nepal threw light on several important and relevant topics in their skill-based trainings, sessions, and workshops. Community-based organizations and local partners alike joined forces to strengthen the grassroots movement. Partners of RiseUp Nepal included Interestingly, in Nepal, young women between 18 to 30 years of age were extremely enthusiastic about trainings. Several diverse groups of young women like Dalits and indigenous groups of Newar and Magar also participated in the trainings and workshops. In just 1 year, YWCA Nepal trained and engaged 116 young women leaders, including 8 master trainers in 4 locations through 4 local NGO partners and 14 engagements. Young women leads in Nepal were ahead of the curve and had already initiated alumni meets, future plannings, and intergenerational dialogues in year 1 itself. There are several heartwarming success stories from the RiseUp Year 1 implementation in Nepal. Owing to the hard work and dedication of one of the Nepal's RiseUp TOT participants, she had received a government job as a Deputy Officer of Nepal government, which is remarkable. While another RiseUp TOT participant was selected for a cohort internship at World YWCA in 2022. RiseUp program in Nepal has successfully shown that collective efforts and energy combined with an authentic and action-oriented approach can create ripples of change. In terms of the age of the participants, it was found that majority of the young women participants in Nepal, that is 78%, were between 18 to 30 years. In terms of education levels, one can witness a lot of diversity in the Nepal cohort, wherein all participants had completed some level of education, marital and motherhood status. In terms of the marital and motherhood status, Nepal had maximum women, that is 71%, who were unmarried and 29% women who were married. Out of those who were married, 77% women did not have any children and about 23% had 1 or more children. In terms of the location of participants, the intervention was a good mix of rural and urban population. Nepal is predominantly a Hindu nation, so in terms of the religious affiliation, the majority of RiseUp Nepal participants, that is 70%, were Hindus. However, 30% of young women were followers of Buddhism and Christianity, which showcases diversity in representation. Regina Newpain, Ronnie Shakya, and Menuka Thapa, amongst many other brave women from Nepal, have shown us that teamwork transforms power structures. Teamwork has meaningful impact on the lives of women. The mountain is high, but women's aspirations and actions can conquer it. It is time to make smart investments in young women's leadership. It is time to act now for a safer and a more just future. It is now or never.